Okay, so thank you everyone. You may have heard that we are going to be going free in January, end of January. And today I'm joined by Gravity Sketch CEO Seyi, Sosanya, and Gravity Sketch CTO Daniel Thomas. And they're going to talk a little bit today about the whole vision behind this and why we're doing it. So um, could uh, could you guys explain what it is exactly that we're doing?
Yeah, so what we're doing today is we're making Gravity Sketch free for all individual users. Before kind of diving into the details of that, I really want to thank everyone that has supported us to this point. We couldn't have gotten as far as we've gotten without you. It's been phenomenal, not just from getting some money so we can get going, but also from the feedback and engagement, sharing, creating a community and helping each other. That is just really given us conviction to come and show up every day. And my personal background is in design, and this tool was something that I really wanted to use every day, and seeing others with similar backgrounds to me using this and getting a lot of value from it, and people that aren't from my background even using and adopting it it's really just been an incredible journey this far. So yeah, moving forward, we want to really thank you guys and give you guys some goodies along the way. But yeah, it will be free for everyone from January 25th onward for all individual users signing up with a LandingPad account, and you should have access.
Why now?
And we've kind of reached a point where the product's kind of complete, and not to mention being complete, it's also been adopted by quite a wide range of users. So we've had this really nice community form around the product and support the development. It's actually supported the team and even kind of helped us bring the product to other platforms like the Quest and so forth, which have just amplified our group, or sorry, amplified our community. And that's been like hugely successful for us. So we want to now take it out of that early access mode and set it to be an app that anyone can access. And we feel that the tool set, although we're not done finished or even close to finished developing it, we feel like it's in a place that people can get a lot of value from it, and it's pretty reliable.
I think the thing that we realize the most is that like the community provides like a huge amount of value to us on its own, and we don't need to be charging people to gain access to that community. Basically, the community itself are the people that kind of really build. I don't know, this foundation of people that are using Gravity Sketch every day and finding it valuable. And so like, I don't know even if it's completely something that everybody's aware of in the Gravity Sketch community, but we also do offer like a business version of Gravity Sketch, which is designed for like use and work in businesses. And basically everybody who's ever gone on to use that version of Gravity Sketch has been a member of the community. And so for us to really like, I don't know, build build the most successful business, basically. Like, I think the thing that we've learned about Gravity Sketch over all the years is that the dreams that we have are massive, and the dreams the community have for Gravity Sketch are even bigger. And so for all of these feature requests that people are asking for that we desperately want to do, like Boolean operations or voxel modeling or all these many things, we need a massive team to support that. And so we really need to make a successful business to chase those dreams and to build those features. And for us, that means we need to make a really powerful offering that bigger companies can pick up and use in their day-to-day work. And yeah, I guess in our imagination, building the community from the ground up is the best way to kind of help us get there.
Yeah, that kind of leads me into what do you think this is gonna bring in community-wise after going free now, as far as maybe different kinds of users now that there's no barrier at all. How do you see that affecting the actual kinds of people that come into the Gravity Search community as a result?
Yeah, I mean, I definitely, I think it's a bit difficult to have any clue or know. I know that like Gravity Sketch itself, at least in our vision, and maybe it never quite hit home in the same way, but it's certainly never meant to be designed for a specific industry or a specific kind of user or that kind of thing. It's definitely meant to basically just be a 3D whiteboarding to kind of like a relatively late stage 3D modeling application to just help people create, communicate, and share ideas. That was kind of the original vision. But I think like one thing that's always like kind of fighting against that is again like this kind of whole business thing, in that also we want like automotive companies and industrial design companies to see this software and say, hey, that's a professional design tool for my industry. And so a lot of the stuff you see on our Steam page, the Oculus page, the marketing we put out, the website is all very much geared to specific industries, basically, I guess. And so I feel like probably what that might do is when someone goes on the page and sees, oh, that's not for my industry and it's 30 quid or something, they might not click it and buy. And so I think like for at least those kinds of people who were put off by the price point and maybe didn't think it might have been the right tool for them, it gives people a chance to try it. Or well, not even just try it, it gives them full access to it, basically. And so I think maybe we'll see more people coming in from industries that we don't kind of intentionally push out into the world and that we've kind of like figured out and tried to understand and really worked with people closely. And so it could be really exciting to see all the new workflows or industries or ways people are trying to use the tool, particularly as it matures. And also we explore like new ideas coming in and stuff like this and all the other kind of, I don't know, people that come in and share how it could be valuable for them. But it's definitely really difficult to know. Yeah, like I don't know how many creative people have VR headsets but have never tried Gravity Sketch. How many gamers might just pick up Gravity Sketch for fun and realize actually it's a powerful tool. It could be interesting to see. Like I don't know, it's definitely like I don't know. I'm looking forward to finding out what happens, but I
Yeah.
can't really predict.
I mean, that's the part of doing a startup or kind of going in the startup entrepreneurial direction is like the unknown, and that's pretty exciting to us. There is one touch point that we did have from selling and customers, and it was one of the customers that had come in and they they were really interested in Gravity Sketch but had never tried it, but they had VR at work, and they were like, I can't get this budget approved for $30 to buy Gravity Sketch, right? So it was like a $30 budget was the blocker for them, and it's a pretty reputable automotive brand. So
Wow.
that, that just seems so silly. Like, why are we putting this blocker in? This dude could have been using it for the past 3 months or so, saw value, and that could have generated an enterprise deal that would have dwarfed our whole month's sales in just the individual licenses, right? And so this is also something that we're going to see, and we predict this trend happening where we'll have people at work being able to access it free, easily, without going to any kind of budget holder, even if it is $30 to unlock it. And then they can almost have their own trial. That's your trial of Gravity Sketch, for example. And then when they want to get to business features and collaboration features and so forth, there's an avenue to do that with them fully understanding the product. And even internally, like, okay, I want to go and share this with my manager or my design my design director. I can actually talk really confidently about where it fits in, how it fits in, where I'm getting creative empowerment, where I'm saving time. Those types of conversations could be much more rich rather than I really want to try it because I think this can happen or I think I can get this from it, right? It's just going to be kind of more fluid in that sense.
Well, thank you very much both for laying out sort of the vision and the reasoning behind going free. I really want to get into some of the details of what this means for all the customers and for all the users out there, and just a little bit more of the details of features and things like that. So I want to first ask either one of you, what does this mean for people who have previously purchased Gravity Sketch?
Yeah, I mean, like, so it or there's definitely like there's some tricky things to do that we've got to try and figure out. That's maybe not the most positive way to start off what I'm trying to say. Basically, we don't want any of the people who previously purchased Gravity Sketch to feel hard done by, to feel like they're not getting, to feel like they've been like tricked or baited into selling or something like that. That's buying. One thing we're making sure is that anybody who previously purchased Gravity Sketch, they don't lose any features. They lose out on nothing. They still have everything they bought and hopefully some more stuff as well. We're making sure to try and mark anyone who has a LandingPad account who previously purchased Gravity Sketch as an early adopter and trying to get some goodies for them and some extra storage space or some OBJs and I don't know, maybe some more stuff going out in the future, early access to beta features, or we're still exploring exactly what that looks like, but we want to make sure that we kind of pay back whatever people feel like they gave to us during the early adopter phase of the company and the application.
And I guess I want to ask on the flip side of that, what does that mean now for people that jump on for free, I guess?
I mean, nothing's free, right? We always say that. So we want usage. We want people to actually use the tool consistently. We want them to share their design journey with the tool, the evolution of how they're using the tool in their workflow, and bring it to work. Like, as Daniel mentioned earlier, we can only survive if we create a viable business. If we can only make this vision of having this kind of cross-functional, cross-platform communication design tool with revenues. And so what we like is, even if you're not working in a company, purely just sharing your ideas, sharing your journey, sharing how you're using the tool. We want to amplify the noise and the kind of excitement that people have around Gravity Sketch. And so for every one of these new users that comes to the platform, we want them to use the tool, use it like furiously, but also share their use of the tool with their colleagues and share with us, like, where can we improve? How does this fit in those new workflows or those new industries that we have yet to look at? How does this apply? How does this tool apply to you, and how would you use it? How should it grow? Or how should we further develop it? But coming in, you're going to get almost everything that we currently are offering. So we're not putting price walls behind features. That's not really a thing for us. Where the price wall currently is around, or the payment wall is currently around the services side of things. So if we have to make connections between two different people so they can sketch and communicate in the same environment, that's obviously an understandable cost, right? We pay for web services to do that. And so that's something that we'll be charging around. Or if we have to convert your files in the cloud to another file format for you, that's another thing that we'd be charging for. So we're looking at this from a perspective of anytime that we can help service you or help the content flow in the right direction, or support a certain part of your workflow, that's probably more along the lines of what we'd be looking to generate revenues from. But out of the gate, it's pretty much open. Please use it, give us feedback, share with your colleagues, and enjoy the product, enjoy using it. Is there anything I'm leaving out there, Daniel?
I mean, yeah, I definitely say, like, anyone who downloads it, Gravity Sketch, like, get on the Discord, join the YouTube live streams, follow us on Instagram, get engaged, and see what other people are doing with the software. Share your experiences, journey, bugs, feature requests, everything. Like, basically just jump in and get on board, and be part of it is what we really want everyone to do. And that's why we're doing this, is to hopefully stimulate that and build a bigger community and more people that can help each other and teach each other as well. The more people that have access to it. The one, like, slight thing that we did basically do as a requirement is, for the free users, is that you now do have to make a LandingPad account to get full access to all the features. LandingPad, for anyone who's like watching this live stream for the first time, is like our cloud service for file storage, and kind of managing your content and Gravity Sketch stuff. If you have Gravity Sketch on Quest, it's especially useful, because it's pretty much the only easy and, like, useful, or I guess quick way to get files on and off the Quest headset. But also, we're starting to build new features on the website. You can go on the website and view your 3D models without having to put a VR headset on. You can take screenshots and, like, renderings and kind of play around with your work there. And then also, any 3D models that you want to import, or reference images you want to import into your work in Gravity Sketch, you can upload to the LandingPad site as well. And basically, it's just like it's an easy gateway to get data in and out of the application. And everything I just mentioned is available for free still.
Awesome. Well, since announcing that we are going free back in December, we did receive some questions in the community just on the post and different things like that. So I have a few specific questions for the both of you that have come from people in the community. And so the first one is, does everyone get FBX and I just export?
Yeah, so basically, definitely, as we go free, we're unlocking FBX and I just export to anybody who's made a LandingPad account, or anyone who's an early adopter. Basically, it is free for everyone. The one, like, caveat to that is that basically the Oculus Quest can't do FBX exporting at the moment. Autodesk are the kind of people who built the FBX file format, and the plugin that they offer for developers to use doesn't work on the Android operating system, which is the one that the Oculus Quest uses. And so we're kind of trapped a bit right now in that we can't really offer it to Quest users directly. One thing that they can do is if they can tether their Quest to a PC, then Gravity Sketch will be free on that platform too, and they can hop on there and export the files as they want. And in the future, we're also looking into the possibility of making it something that we can offer as a service via the LandingPad, some kind of cloud exporting possibility, but it's not something that we have ready yet.
Awesome. Yeah, another question we have is, will it be free forever?
That's a great question. I think that it's pretty unlikely that we'll go anywhere back on the decision of giving all the creativity tools and all the kind of ability to make things in Gravity Sketch for free. I think that that is pretty much set in stone, and all of the new tools that we'll be building will be very likely part of the free offering as well. I think, like, as a business, at least right now, our like firm belief is that all of the value that we can really provide businesses and build a viable company out of is in collaboration and working together. We're really like chasing this possibility of building a proper, true collaboration platform that lets a lot of people work together on 3D data, not just creatives, reviewing and all the many other kind of parts of a design workflow, or even just any 3D workflow. Are things we're really passionate about tackling, and I think that's going to be our big focus in terms of how we pitch ourselves as a company. But at the same time, like if we start giving away things like multi-user collaboration to individuals, or making it available to smaller companies, or basically people in the community, at the moment at least, those services are very expensive for us to run, and so we might have to have something that's not free, maybe credits or some way of topping up your usage or something like that. There's definitely possibilities that there will be paid parts of Gravity Sketch in the future, I guess is what I'm saying. But at the moment, we're not exactly sure what shape that would take, and we don't see it happening in the very near future. But yeah, I think that pretty much sums it up.
Well, I want to tie it up here towards the end, and you both may have touched on this in one way or another towards the beginning, but I just want to ask, as a sort of as a closer, what does this mean for the future of Gravity Sketch?
I think basically all we're really doing is doubling down on being a community-driven company as much as we can. And we want as many people from as wide of a variety of places as possible, and that's why we're making it as accessible as we possibly can right now. I think definitely if anyone appreciates the fact that it's gone free and wants to pay it forwards, the most important thing is like helping us build a successful company. If you see Gravity Sketch being used in your business, if you think that more powerful collaboration tools, shared workspaces, real-time collaboration sessions, this kind of stuff could bring a lot of value, basically get in touch is my best attempt at a sales pitch or something like that, because those are the features that we're exploring as like really possible like game changers in the way that Gravity Sketch can be used in a team rather than as an individual. And that's where a lot of our kind of focus and energy is in terms of a company, at least. Certainly, like, we're not leaving Gravity Sketch behind. There's still, we've got a big update coming out as part of Go Free with a whole like catalog of new features and really powerful improvements and things people have been asking for. But yeah, I think I don't know. It's going to be just another step in making Gravity Sketch great for everyone.
Awesome. Well, I just want to thank you both for joining me today, and for just laying out the whole vision behind going free, what it means, and it's a really exciting phase Gravity Sketch is going into. So just want to thank you both again.